Need to get your together? The Balanced Lifestyle Podcast goes live in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, here's your hosts, Turner Cavender and Matt Blum.
Welcome to the Balanced Lifestyle Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is episode 4. I'm here today with my co-host, Matt Blum.
Howdy.
And special guest, TJ Frank.
Hello, hello.
What's up, man?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming to hang out in the little dungeon here.
I love it. Enjoyed breakfast. It was great.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have a spread right here.
We did.
We had a one, and we dominated. It was some... you tell us what it is.
We had breakfast from Paws, my restaurant, Paws Organic Grill here in Dallas. And, we did some breakfast burritos. Blum had the infamous Superman. We made crazy PB&Js.
So good.
That was a PB&J. I was so focused on my burrito.
PB&J with bananas and granola on it, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
a little agave. And a lot of love.
So...
I tasted
So
it.
anyways, TJ is a local entrepreneur here in Dallas, Texas. And as we normally have 3 subtopics to our podcast, it would be health and fitness, business and success, and travel and leisure. And we like to go through those 3 topics and then bring in a guest. And, you kind of go in all those topics. And we want to hear your story today. Yeah. And you brought in an awesome spread for us.
It's my pleasure.
So it is earlier here in Texas, and we like to eat something before we get on here.
Before we get hangry.
Cornucopia of tastiness.
It is.
What?
A cornucopia.
I've never heard that one. Education today.
That at Thanksgiving, there's a little thing that looks like a horn.
Yeah.
Got fruits in it. It's the cornucopia.
Ah, okay.
Bam.
Did you know this?
I didn't.
Okay, so I thought I was the only one here. Normally it is.
Cornucopia.
You made that shit up. Is it an Urban Dictionary?
Definitely heard of the word, Turner, but don't know what
Oh.
You guys keep
I'm
talking.
assuming
I'm
corn.
Googling cornucopia just so you understand.
But really I had no idea.
Well, while he does that, we're going to go into talking about why TJ is sitting in here on a cool table. And he's probably going to interrupt us here in a second.
Perfect. Cornucopias.
I think he's almost there.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there. Cornucopia.
Oh, that thing looks like a horn.
Cornucopia.
Yeah. It's real.
Okay.
It's a plethora of fruit.
Okay. All right. Well, next time
I'll bring
Thanksgiving.
a horn.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about TJ. We wanted to talk about where he comes from in his lifestyle. Tell us who he is, where he comes from, and then we're going to get into your story about where your business success comes from and opening this amazing restaurant,
Sure.
this health food place here in Dallas.
Sure.
And then we want to talk about how you went through adversity and how it got you to doing this. You're just gonna eat the whole podcast.
I'm busy.
But I got it. Yeah. We'll
So
just
tell us
dive
who you
right
are,
into it,
man. Who are you?
I'm TJ Frank, born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I've actually never moved anywhere. I've lived here my whole life. I love Dallas. It's got so much opportunity, I think, than a lot of these other up and coming cities. Dallas, I think, is
There's a lot of opportunity.
There's a ton, and constantly growing. So, been here my whole life. Went to school here. Went to ESD, Episcopal School of Dallas. Went to Southern Methodist University. That's kind of been the journey thus far. Up until starting to work at Paws and.
How old are you?
I'm 34 years old.
34 years old. You have a wonderful wife. And
I do. I have a wonderful wife and 2 children.
Childs.
But they are Kingston, who is 1.5, and Miss Kennedy, who is 5 weeks old.
Yeah.
So it's been
freshy.
It's been awesome. But it's been great.
Okay. So let's talk about your back history of
yes.
You went through college.
I did.
I've heard the story.
Barely. Yeah.
And
6.5 years actually.
Okay.
To be
you made
exact.
a career out of it for a while.
I did. I did. I did.
Van Wilder style. Like that,
yes.
That is it.
Yeah. So we'll take a step back into high school. Back when I was 15 years old, I lost my mom to ovarian cancer. which was obviously, you know, if you can imagine or you may know, if you've lost a parent, is pretty tough, right?
At a young age, yeah.
It never gets much easier as time goes on, but especially being, you know, that vulnerable age, it was tough, you know? So my dad's in the restaurant business, or was. He retired somewhat, but he was affiliated with Chuck E. Cheese, and so he was very busy growing up, obviously. You know, he had a lot to do and provide for us. So he was gone a lot. You know, Mom passed away. So I had to grow up pretty quick. You know, my sister went off to SMU. I was still in high school. She was right down the street. But, you know, you find yourself in this place, in this house that you've grown up for so many years, and I'm literally waking up and going to bed by myself, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
That's weird at a young age, yeah.
Such a vulnerable, but like so much freedom. You don't really know what to do, right?
But that could get you in trouble, huh?
It's like Home Alone.
And that's exactly kind of what happened. That was
trouble time.
You know, started drinking. You know,
When did you think you started drinking?
Probably around 15 or 16.
Okay.
Right when my mom passed. You
Okay.
know, she was. You know, she'd have a glass of wine here and there, but it was never abusive.
Yeah.
Right. So, I was around it always growing up. Just never knew kind of the dangers that it can play if you mess with it too much, right? Just like anything. I mean, you got to be conservative, and so anyways. So heavily drinking, and then college started, got into drugs. You know, I was drinking at the same club like every day.
Was this all because you just felt like emptiness, like because like you were trying to fulfill it with something else because you felt like a hole?
I didn't want to go to a psychiatrist and talk.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk about it at that age? You know, she's gone, right?
Yeah.
So what is there to talk about? I'm fine.
Which most men do.
And then my health really started to decline heavily, right? I was at 315 pounds, a size 48 waist, in freshman year in college.
So when they say you were a size, you were a shape.
I was a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a big circle on campus.
You're in shape.
So,
A shape.
A shape. I was the worst shape.
Okay.
So, drugs and everything, and, you know, alcohol, eating bad. It wasn't, you know, it was just the whole lifestyle was horrible, right? I'm talking 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and Coke, you know, for lunch.
That's actually impressive to me right now.
Right?
I couldn't put that down.
So, it was a dark time.
Okay.
But it was, I mean, what I learned from it, right? At such a young age. Now I have my whole life to, you know, create all these better memories that I can, you know, show my kids now.
Yeah, okay.
So that's kind of, that's the movement, right? To the
movement.
healthier lifestyle.
So
we
you
all,
went from
we all go
this-
through stuff, right?
Yeah.
Whether if it's a parent dying or, you know, you lose your business, your mortgage, you know, your grandmother dies, whatever. I mean, things are never going to be perfect.
Yeah, so you were getting dragged through the rocks of your personal lifestyle.
Sure,
You were
sure. And we can call it excuses, kind of too, right? Because at a time, you kind of have to just say, "Listen, this is how life is," and move on, right?
So
or you're just going to dwell.
What'd you do to turn around getting dragged through your rocks? Your excuses of
So
dragging
I was
through
kind
the rocks.
of more forceful in the beginning, right?
Tell me the story, man.
After you know, late night poker and cocaine session.
Yeah.
At my apartment, 7 a.m. probably. Finally decided to go to bed and got woken up around 2 p.m. to my dad calling me over and over again. So I finally answered the phone, and he was right outside my door waiting to come inside. So I said I wasn't there and this and that, and he knew what was going on. I mean, it was, you know, a year and a half, almost 2 years of straight abuse every day. Like, no give, right? I was missing family vacations. They would plan a trip to New York for 5 days, shopping, all the best restaurants. And the morning of, I would still be doing lines as they were getting on the plane. And I'd say, sorry, I'm sick. I just can't go. Right? So
And
they
you were
knew
probably
something
sitting by
was
yourself
right.
doing this?
Oh, absolutely. In my bedroom, blinds closed.
Damn, dude.
With
Total shit.
That's like movie shit.
everything
right
and
there.
nothing to lose all at once,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, after a while, you can only play that so much, right? Where people are like, what the fuck is really going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when my dad stepped in, and, I woke up when he called me that day, and my apartment was destroyed. I guess we had just completely...
Like Hangover style, like
Yeah.
the movie, the first one.
Shit broken,
Yeah.
couch flipped over, just a wreck.
Tiger in there.
Yeah, literally Tiger was in the corner. That was good.
Did you roofie it?
And that's where he got his first kid.
That is, exactly. That was perfect.
Dragon stripes.
So it was a wake-up call, right?
Okay.
Had to bring him in, and he sat there in silence for, I don't know,
That's the worst.
seemed like forever.
Silent treatment?
So it was either come live with him, and sober up, or go to rehab, right? So I decided I'd love to come live with him. He remarried.
Better choice.
To a beautiful Mormon lady with three kids. And, so I went and moved in with them for 6 months. Got completely sober. Started, on a healthier diet.
How did you get sober? Like, what did you do? Like, I know there was times where you wanted to relapse. Like, how did you stay strong mentally to be able to... Because that's hard. I've never went through it.
Living at home's going to sober you up pretty good.
Yeah.
But you can't go anywhere.
My dad's German. He's a pretty scary guy.
This is your dad?
Yeah.
And wasn't your stepmom pretty straight-laced?
Yeah. I mean, she's Mormon.
There you go.
So you're surrounded. You are who you hang around, so you were hanging around.
She had a lot of young... Like, her kids were really young at that time, right? And I was in their home, so I at least had a little bit of a soul left to say, I'm not going to bring drugs into this home.
Gotcha, yeah, that makes sense.
Where my dad is sober as well. There was no alcohol in the house. No smoking, nothing. So
okay.
It was awesome. I mean, yeah, you want to relapse at times. I mean, listen, to me, it wasn't the substance. It was more the environment that I was missing, right?
Okay.
I missed the lights and the bass and the dancing and the...
Unsa.
I missed all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the asshole in the corner that would buy champagne and spray it because I didn't like champagne, right? I just wanted to be in the scene, right?
Yeah.
I just felt like I was missing something every night. What's going to happen tonight?
Yeah.
Cares.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because the same shit happens every night. The same
Exactly.
people.
Over and over
I can
and over.
tell
Same
you,
people, too, most of
You
the
go
time.
to your same bar you went to 5 years ago, same fucking shit's happening, same people, and the hangovers still suck. Ultimately, hardcore, right?
True.
So that helps too. But now, it's been so long for me. I enjoy a beer or a glass of wine with my wife. I have something to live for now. Before I didn't have anything, right? I thought it was going to be George Clooney mixed with,
George Clooney.
God only knows who, right? That's what I wanted.
That is the
though.
most amazing...
I wanted to live at the top of the hotel, right? I wanted to be that guy.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Basically, right?
Oh, okay.
Where you don't have strings attached because I feared to love again, right? Why the hell? I just lost the most important woman of my life, and it hurts so bad. Why would I ever want to
go through it again?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just shut myself off completely.
Okay.
And that's, the drugs and everything else. So when my dad came and sobered me up and said, listen, okay, I was doing music production at the time with some local rappers, if you know Mr. Pookie and Mr. Lucci. Did some stuff with them. And basically it was a lot of fun, right? It was more fun than, unfortunately, a business at the time. It was a great outlet for me to express myself in a way that didn't involve me being destructive. Mm-hmm. But it didn't make any money, right? So my dad gave me 30 days and said, hey, you have 30 days, go get a job somewhere. I don't care where you work, you just need to show me a paycheck. I said, well, all right. So, of course, Clooney or DiCaprio. I want to work at a hotel because I want to own a hotel, right? So I applied to every hotel, 5-star hotel in Dallas. Zaza, I didn't because I live there, but the Crescent and the Jewel and the Ritz, you name it, right? And denied. I think there were 7, right? And either didn't get a phone call back or they just said you don't have any experience. What is your working experience, right? And I would say I have none. I've never worked a day in my life other than for myself, right? Which is one thing that I plan to change with my kids. You know, you need a foundation, some type of work ethic, right? I really appreciate my dad and mother letting me be a kid because that is so important, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because once you turn 20 and 30 and you realize life's so short, it's done, right? Those years seem to just, like, slide by so slow, right? So they just were like, he just needs to go to school. We're fortunate enough, let's just let him enjoy, right? Mm-hmm. But it kind of bit me in the ass a little bit, right? I just couldn't even get a job anywhere. So, starting the healthy movement, my buddy Reza, who was Golden Glove Champ of 506 here in Texas for Southpaw Stance Boxing. And he opened
Shout
up
out.
Southpaw's Organic Grill.
Yeah.
So he was a few weeks old. I started going in just to support him.
That was a restaurant he had at the time?
Yeah, in Preston Center, which is still there today. Going 10 years this year.
So you walked in there and was like, hey, you gonna get a job?
I said, hey, I'm overweight. I'm fat. I'm living with my dad. I have no job. I have nothing to live for. Can you give me something to do? Mm-hmm. He said, sorry, I can't afford you. I'm barely doing $300 a day.
Yeah, so he couldn't pay you.
You know, he was working from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. till close. His mom would come in halfway through the day so he could take a nap at the bar.
Just grinding, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how these businesses are built, and a lot of people don't see the work.
They see the rainbows and orgasms of the business.
Right? Wow, you got so lucky with this concept.
There's no such
kiss
thing.
my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So
we'll get to that later.
Yeah, absolutely. So so I just kept going in every day, right? Every day for lunch because I needed to lose weight.
Yeah.
I was shedding weight off quick. I was down 75 pounds within, I think, 9 months. And mostly...
That's an aggressive weight loss.
Mostly boxing and running was what I was doing, right? And it would be interval, and Reza was always switching up my work plan every month to something different, something new, something fresh to keep me interested. Yeah. Because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old. Right?
Okay.
I can't even watch Nemo without walking to the refrigerator for the first 5 minutes.
Keep swimming.
Right? Swimming. I watched it this morning. Yeah. So,
I think Matt is inspired by... I think he's trying to lose weight by eating your fresh food.
Well...
I'm a nervous eater, dude.
You know...
Don't be nervous. It's just us.
That's inspiration. I'll have a grape. But,
There you go. Don't talk with mouthful.
Thank you. So... But yeah, with that said, it was a journey, right? Even to get to that point, to get sober, to get to a place where I had opportunity, right? Or even felt like I did. Reza kept getting busier and busier every day at lunch, right? Soon enough, you had a line out the door. Dish pit was full, so I went back and started washing dishes.
Yeah.
You know, he
looked
at me and said, "What the fuck are you doing? I told you I can't pay you." I said, "Just tell my dad I have a job."
Yeah.
I don't care when you can pay me. Pay me in 3 months. Don't care. Let's just work and see if this thing has legs, right? We busted our ass. I washed dishes, was on the grill, you name it, delivery guy. I did everything. And we built the business to it is today. We were at, we have 4 locations working on our 5th, downtown Dallas, hopefully spring of 2018.
I'm excited about that one. I know it's been taking you a while.
Yeah.
My wife is going crazy.
It's been a beating. And we're affiliated with the Equinox Fitness Gym here in town. And so it's been good exposure for us locally. We're going to keep it local for a while, maybe shoot up north to the new Dallas Cowboys facility. There's been a lot of movement up there, and definitely a lot of people that have kind of requested our presence. So we'll probably shoot up there and then hopefully look to franchise, right? That's the ultimate goal when you do these restaurants. Because right now, and
And that is a process.
The Dallas market is the hardest in the nation, right? For restaurants. Right
Is it now? I did not know that.
We have more restaurants per capita than anyone in the nation.
Holy hell.
I think Houston might have overcome us here recently, maybe. I could be wrong on that, but I know.
So needless to say, you're in a really hard.
I know
industry.
that if you're in California, you're in Florida, you're in New York, and you have a up and coming new restaurant.
You said urine.
I did say urine. If you have an up and coming new restaurant concept, you're most likely going to be told you need to get it tested in the Dallas market. Because if you can survive the Dallas market, you can survive anywhere.
Damn.
So that's how competitive it is right now. I mean, you've been seeing, as I've been seeing, unfortunately, from new restaurants that haven't even lasted a year to restaurants that have been around 25 years that are closing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
No, I have a client of mine that has been a very successful entrepreneur owning restaurants since he was 18 years old. He's in his 60s now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And they're dipping into the bottom of the barrel
It's
to
really
keep
tough.
the doors open.
You know,
Yeah,
when you hear like El Phoenix and Addison's closed.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy to think some of these businesses have been around for so long. It's gotten so saturated, so much competition. And I really think that social media has brought in a whole nother leg of competition, right? Because people are seeing things so much quicker than they used to, right? Used to take a commercial for the new whatever you're selling. Right now, you blast it online, people share it, it could go viral, and you got a line out the door. I mean, it can literally happen like that.
It could go the other way too, though. You think about how fast one little mess up, like you slip up with the wrong person.
Let's talk about Yelp, because I just want to blow it up.
We all hate Yelp.
Right?
They're
listen.
like the mafia, right?
And at the end of the day, we all do make mistakes, and I will man up to it at the end of the day if we do mess up an order or whatnot, and take care of it in the way it needs to happen. I just wish some people would give a little bit more sympathy in the service industry
For your product.
You have to understand that when somebody goes and buys a refrigerator, okay, and they love it or they hate it, right? That's cool. It's a one-time purchase. People come see me 4 times a week, 5 times, 6 times a week. So the probability factor, right? You're running into just how many times can we bang this out perfect? No one's perfect, right? So then all of a sudden you get labeled as, shitty service or whatever, right? So it's a constant juggle because you have such a great product, but the people that run it are going to be responsible for if you last or not. It's the truth, You can have the best chef in town coming up in your restaurant. If you have shitty service, you ain't going to last 9 months.
Now, that's a great example of, our business success topic is that, a lot of people think that they can just make something once and not nourish it and keep it up and update it and to the trends that are going on right now.
Right. Like the Amazon thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Amazon was a bookstore.
Yeah.
I mean, who ever bought books on Amazon? Not me.
I definitely didn't.
And they were probably like, TJ ain't buying no books. So what are we going to do? We're going to sell everything.
We're going to sell them a cupcake.
And
now,
buy
a cupcake.
I buy my groceries on Amazon. I do everything on Amazon, right? They adapted to what the market wanted, right? The market demanded a more sophisticated platform for that, and that's what they gave.
Yeah.
Even more than what people thought.
Yeah, they're crushing
And
it.
that's why people are just insane over it right now.
Yeah.
Right? So, but you're right. Give it how many years and then what?
Exactly. So, like, you are perfecting your craft of making a presentation nice.
Right.
Like, I'm not calling you out, but you were giving him hell. You get a little piece of the core on your apple, and you're gonna give your guys hell when you get back.
Yeah, they're gonna fire.
This is nice.
But it was just us, and we were just laughing at it because we knew you were gonna give him hell anyway.
Because it doesn't matter who it is. If it's me, my mother, your kid, the dish should be the same every single time.
Yeah. So that's my point, is that you're always perfecting the presentation, just like your delivery.
It is.
Of like you've been trying to go through some third parties to deliver and to people's houses, office, workplaces.
Correct,
And
yeah.
then the Amazon thing with the groceries and stuff. So it's an evolution that's keeping
It
up
is.
with. People think that they can just open the doors and keep it that way the whole time.
Correct.
Not going to work.
You're not. And no one wants to pay these commission fees to these delivery companies. Believe me, I don't want to pay Uber.
No, of course not.
Right? But if you don't, you're going to lose out and you're going to get buried.
Yeah,
Somebody
exactly.
else is going to do what you're doing, they're going to do it better, and they're going to make it more convenient, right?
Okay.
Because that's what people want at the end of the day. They want it fast, and they want it, convenient quality. So if you're not, ready to prepare or adapt, then you could easily get left behind.
Okay.
Right? Blockbuster, bam, bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
What's that? Oh, I still got my Blockbuster card, dude.
Bam.
No way. For real?
Probably sell it.
Keep talking.
Anyways, he's gonna find it. So we talked about you getting dragged through the rocks, going through your rehab situation.
Yeah.
Everything that happened was this tragedy, and we all have our own ways of going through life. And then you busted your ass and you worked for free, practically. You did work for free.
I did.
Straight up.
Yeah, and sometimes we still do, right, Turner? When you own your own business,
Hell yeah.
you don't ever guarantee a
What am I,
paycheck.
chopped liver, dude?
I'm just saying,
Matt, I own my own business too.
You're looking for your Blockbuster card. I wanna just-
Oh my God.
It's real.
You really do have
And
that.
it even has his name, so it's legit.
Dude, I gave that to a cop once. I was a little intoxicated.
Yours,
1998.
Wow.
So, that's pretty hard.
So with that being said, the going through, if the most successful people really go through some really hard times.
They do.
Because they have full
It's
respect
sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
You have to give up basically your life.
when they know where it can be worse.
I mean, thank God I met my wife slightly after we opened up, our second location, and really, because I was working so much. I guarantee you, if it would have come any earlier, I probably would have just done like I did every other girl and said I just don't have time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because at that time, selfishly enough, money was everything to me, right? Because I wanted success. I'd failed so hard and miserably my whole life, I felt like, that I needed to show myself that I can create value in a community and...
A home life, too.
Right.
Yeah.
And learn how to, sustain my lifestyle that I like to have. And really there wasn't any other option, right? That was what was in the target.
So you went through those times. You worked hard for free, and all the way to the point where you have ownership in the business now.
I do, yes.
And
we're 50-50 partners.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so you work, man, if you need to raise money, just have a plan, though, right? Just don't just wake up and go do shit. I hate people that just come to me and want to meet for a meeting. Hey, I've got an idea. And you don't got shit, right? You don't have a plan.
Most of the time, it's fucking talkers.
Everybody's got an idea. Everybody.
I can't,
Ideas easy,
I'm
but-
here to talk and help other people always in their journey, but I have no time for people that are not prepared, people who are not on time. I have 2 kids, own 4 restaurants. I'm 5 minutes early everywhere I go. And I take my kids pretty much everywhere, right? I didn't take them here, but they're with me all day, every day, right? So there is no excuses. If you want to make it happen, you're going to make it happen regardless.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to eat today, you're going to eat. Right?
Called
If you
action
want to
taking.
work out, you're going to work out.
Action. Taking action.
So,
Right?
I mean, just be a grown adult, I mean,
No,
it's hard.
it is. Adulting is hard.
Adulting. So let's talk about moving into your adulting life and travel. Where do you like to go, man?
Hold on, before we get there, wait, I don't want... What's this?
That is agave yogurt dip for your fruit.
Yeah.
I gotta say, strawberries.
Keep it extra sweet.
Yeah, man, this is like candy.
So, but yeah, travel. What a important part of life. I think it's just as important as working out, right? To recharge your mind, your body, whatever you're gonna go do on vacation, whether it's I'm gonna go ski and just kill the mountain, right? Or I'm gonna go to Cali and I'm gonna surf every morning, but before I do that, I'm gonna meditate, right? it's so important to take alone time, even if it's with people you love, but just get away from your everyday. You know, we all hear about staycations. Some people think it's stupid. It's not.
No.
Right? If you can just Airbnb a little cabin by the river or go to Cedar Creek Lake and get away for the weekend.
Whatever your thing is, man.
I get so much more done the week I get back. Right? It's just
Because your mind's at peace.
you have to. You just
You
need
recharge.
it, right?
Recharge, man.
And you don't need to spend all the money and go crazy, right? Just do a little something, even if it's for an afternoon or whatever. Just get away and do something that's different.
So
that
tell me
you
one
normally
place
do.
that you have done personally that you felt like you have come back completely recharged and felt just amazing about. Like, what's your favorite place to
What's
feel
your
recharged?
spot? What's your spot?
Yeah, what's your spot?
I mean, local here in town, probably Rough Creek Lodge.
Okay, yeah.
You go out there, you can ride horses, shoot guns, fish, do it all, right? And the kids love it, right? So that's probably local. If we could get on a plane and I had anywhere to go in the States, I'm going to California, Southern.
Yeah, dude.
Laguna, Newport, Corona Del Mar. Definitely, San Diego even. You'll find me Southern tip for sure. Because that is where we used to go with my mom every single summer, sometimes for 3 months, sometimes the entire summer.
So there's a great memory attached.
Every time I go out there, you get that feel, right?
The piece of her.
You get that salt of the air.
And there's nowhere in Dallas that I can get that,
Okay.
right? So unfortunately, it takes a little bit for me to get that, but man, if I could just get it once a year, which I try to, it gets me to where I need to be.
I want to ask you this one question. I know when I go there, because I went there a lot when I was racing motocross, and it was
Yeah.
it was a happy time for me,
Yeah.
just like when you were with your mother.
Totally.
This is what I experienced. I want to know if this is for someone else's experiences.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you guys experience the same thing, but I remember waking up every day to race motocross and go surfing before and then go train moto afterwards.
Yeah.
And I remember every time I go, early in the morning, I usually go, I call dawn patrol
Yeah.
before the sun comes up. I stand on the beach and study the swells coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time that I do that early, a smile just hits my face.
Yeah.
Like I'm fully retarded.
Yeah.
Like just...
Yeah.
If someone looked at me like he is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
is he?
and then just walk out and it's just like that full. Do you ever have
Absolutely.
that moment? Like obviously you said it takes a little bit of time for it to hit you,
It does.
but do you feel like a
100%.
feeling rush over you?
There's got to, I don't know about the whole religion and this and that, but I know that there is something out there that kind of captures us in certain moments in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be a certain area or a song that you hear, but there is something that
Triggers a happiness in you.
it does, right? Or that will just overcome you, right?
Okay.
Because we don't just do shit for no reason a lot of times, right? So it's crazy that you say that because those are the moments I live for, right? Are those little just kind of like what the hell just happened, Because that you can't take a picture of that, you can't write that down, right? That's something that is like unexplainable, right? So, but yeah, going and doing stuff out of your norm or bringing back to your early childhood, stuff like that, I think is so important. When my mom passed away, I really lost everything, right? My dad didn't want to see her car in the garage. He didn't want to walk into the closet full of clothes, right?
I get it. I understand.
So we had an estate sale, and at the time, everything is so crazy. You're like, what do you want to keep? I'm like, I don't even know. Everything's gone, right? So I have like 2 albums of family photos, and that's really about it, right? I don't have my first shirt or my first this or that, But it's made me into a hoarder now with my kids. I save and take pictures. That's why I tell you, I take my kids everywhere. Like I am everywhere. I'm with the camera. I don't. It's kind of like brainwashed, but I'm not. Don't call me brainwashed. I know you were thinking that.
I was thinking that.
But it's amazing the memories and the stuff that you can create over time. Going on vacations to Cali or to wherever. I highly suggest Italy. I loved Italy. If you're going international, I had one of the best European trips of my life.
Give me some bucket list. Give me your top 3.
In Italy?
No, bucket list.
Oh.
Somewhere you have not been.
Gotcha. Bali, we talked about that earlier. That's pretty That's pretty up there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's game.
He's the only one in here that's been there. I want to go so bad.
Overachiever. Hey, your camera's out.
Oh.
It's all right. We got other ones.
So then I would also say I would love to do like a backpack journey through Europe. I've never done that. I would really like to start in Germany because that's where my family's from.
Is there a certain spot in Germany or just Germany? And
I would start from Germany, go all the way up to Scandinavia because we're Vikings, right?
You look it, Beard.
So I left my horns in the truck.
Oh, I was wondering.
You left the horns in the truck.
But you got
the
the 5-star shirt.
But I got the 5-star.
The kids are also in the truck.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And then I would have to say number 3. I've always wanted to do Australia. I've heard is crazy nice. Sydney or New Zealand.
What about like Bora Bora?
Bora Bora would be it. I still need to take my wife on a honeymoon. I love you.
Is that a place where she wants to go or you want to go or both?
No, I think we both would love that just because, it's a place where you can kind of go. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's literally like a hotel on the water, right? It's like a pier and you walk off and there's branched off cabanas with your own pool and shit. It's crazy, right? So, it's like a place you go with no phone. And you just go with the love of your life and you eat and you go and
everything.
Swim with the fucking fish and do all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would probably be up there. I think I'd really just like to go anywhere.
So you want to go to...
I have 2 kids under 2, Turner. I just want to leave.
I don't know what
anywhere,
that's like.
damn it. Take me to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. So you got Bora Bora, you got France, Germany, and we'll just throw in a bonus, so that would be Bora Bora.
Yeah, man. I think those are definitely top for me. But if I'm going anywhere today, I'm going to California. Hands down.
Yeah. I might creep and find you out there.
Come with it.
I'll come find you guys too.
Breakfast burritos.
That's my thing in California is to just get on PCH, roll down the windows, and try to find like the Tom Petty song.
Yeah,
because I just want to. I want to smell the salt. My first time I ever went to LA, same thing. That was like the moment. Driving down PCH, Tom Petty came on.
Why are you leaving out Randy's Donuts?
Well, that's like
you're such a liar.
Understood. It wasn't like I just got off the plane and was magically on the beach. I went to Randy's Donuts.
There you go.
Because that's what I do.
There you go.
If you ever want to see me in LA, just hang out at Randy's Donuts.
Okay, then you go PH1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to PCH and I'm out.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. That's it.
It's the salt. There's something in the air, man. It's just the salt water and all that. It's magic.
Yeah,
that's life.
It puts a retarded smile on my face.
It's really nice.
Well, you've always got that smile. For the most part.
Sorry, guys, but that's just me being me. But anyways, I wanted to appreciate you coming on today, and I wanted to put across the table here, me and Matt. We're very passionate about the stuff that we talk about because it's real life of whether you're an entrepreneur or not. Whether you're in a workplace and you want to perfect your skills in the workplace, or you're an entrepreneur and you got to work harder and not expect something back.
Right.
Especially in the beginning.
Right?
Yeah.
And your integrity is everything.
Yeah.
So if you ruin your integrity and you're upset that you can't get a business call back, that's your own damn fault.
Yep. Exactly.
You did it to yourself.
Yep. So it's all about action taking and then also, respecting and then also using your history, your past as a refuel.
Absolutely.
I know
be accountable, right?
Yes. So I know that I actually use my childhood that I went through. It was very rough for me, and that's a whole other story that we talked about in our first 2 podcasts. And I use it to recharge and refuel me for motivation. But then, with that being said, I worked hard because of the past to refuel me. He's done the same. And then also going into travel and leisure to reset the mind and find your happy place, whether it's a staycation or if it's abroad.
Yeah. It's crazy how a little sunset can make the whole trip. Ooh. Right?
Yeah.
I'm weird. I'm like
the little things.
Sucker for sunset. If she asked my wife.
Yeah.
If I don't get a sunset, pissed.
She
ain't getting no booty.
It's that magic moment, though. It's a fraction of just a piece.
That's what makes it so magical.
Right.
All right, we're gonna close on this. Which one is your favorite? We got 2 things to close on.
Okay.
One thing.
Where's
your favorite sunset you've ever seen? Where in this world?
Was be Taos, New Mexico.
Where?
Ooh.
Taos, New Mexico.
New Mexico, dude. Taos.
New Mexico.
If you go with like
Not old Mexico.
you know the canyons and the red rock and you know about the lighting and when it hits just right and the colors, the river, and the green, the mountains and the sky. I don't think there's anything that ever could duplicate. I took a photography class in Taos, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And that was by far the best 2 months of my life that I ever had.
We could have been friends a long time ago.
I know.
Coulda.
I know. What's your second one, though?
My second one would be, what do you want to leave behind when you're gone?
What do I want to leave behind?
Just like do the upper deck, like poop in the top tank of the toilet. Leave that behind.
Leave poop in the
You're such a dick.
I just want to I want to leave a good example for my kids,
Okay.
right? I had that great example of a dad growing up. He was always there, even if he wasn't physically, he was working for us. I want to recreate that, you know, and I want to make sure that I spend every single second of my kids that I can. And also that ties into work, right? Because if you can't provide for your family, then you can't do any of that, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, treat your...
So leaving a good example for those kids.
Yeah, and treat those who you're around good, man. The people that work for you and your friends and stuff. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of people that I call on the phone, you know? So...
So it sounds like you want to leave a legacy for the people that you know that are surrounded you.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what, you know, as a man, you just kind of want to build that, you know, up and kind of pass it down to, you know, someone or something.
Thing?
You never know.
Okay.
It's 2017.
It's true. We can find aliens.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that's, you know, and like I said, be consistent, man. Just be accountable.
Okay.
Stop being such a
little bitch. All right, so we're gonna close it up here, guys. We want to respect all of your time and watching us. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Go and shove that in your face. I will put in the show notes about South Paws to be delivered to your office. This stuff is amazing. Quit eating like shit out there because it's a domino effect. You're just going to start feeling worse about yourself and everything. So
you don't have one body.
Yeah, exactly. It's a temple. It's a temple, baby. So anyways, guys, look in the show notes. You can get your link where you can order stuff if you're local here in Dallas. If you have any questions about fitness or questions about photography, I'm going to put all our links in there so you can get some questions about. They were talking about photography and great lighting and stuff. So
photos.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time on the next podcast. See you later.
Thanks, y'all.
Like what you heard? Subscribe now on iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Balanced Lifestyle Podcast.